Alright, so we're going to go over problems 14 through 18 on the practice test in review of the chapter test coming up next week. So we're going to start with problem 14. Identify the intercepts and asymptotes of the graph and then sketch the graph of the function. So starting with 14, we need a common denominator first. So 4 over x squared minus x squared over x squared, which becomes 4 minus x squared over x squared, and then we can factor the numerator to 2 plus x and 2 minus x all over x squared. So that's factored all the way. Let's go ahead and find some important parts. First thing we're going to do is find the domain. And we're going to get that from the denominator. X does not equal 0. And so the second thing we know is our vertical asymptotes. X equals 0, same as the domain. Third thing, let's get some x-intercepts. We can get that from the zeros of the numerator, plus or minus 2. And lastly, let's find any horizontal or slant asymptotes. If we look right here, we will notice that the degrees are equal, 2 versus 2, so we'll divide the coefficients. -1 divided by 1 equals -1, so we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals -1. So let's go ahead and graph this. Important points: we have a vertical asymptote at x equals 0. We have a intercept at -2. We have an intercept at +2. And then we have a horizontal asymptote at -1. We're going to put this in our graphing calculator to find the shape. And it looks something like that. Let's flip over to our graphing calculator here and just confirm that this is the shape that we're going to get here. So let's see. Y equals, let's clear this out. And be very careful with our parentheses. 4 divided by x squared, and parentheses, minus 1. So our equation, let's set my window so that I can see all 4 quadrants, -10 to 10, and -10 to 10. And let's go ahead and graph that. And yep, our graphing calculator confirms what we had sketched earlier.